provide a scenario by which the race for 1237, the majority of delegates, we could lay it out for you visually. There are 15 states on the GOP side coming up. Currently, Donald Trump has 845 delegates after last night's win in New York. So we made some estimates. A number of sites have done this. Our brain room is doing it, and these are conservative. In other words, it's optimistic for Donald Trump in a lot of these states. It's not in stone. It could change, obviously. But these are estimates and projections. On April 26, Rhode Island, 19 delegates are up. We give Donald Trump 9 of those delegates. It's going to add up here. Connecticut, 28 total up that day. Trump takes 23 in our estimate. Delaware, 16 total delegates. Donald Trump gets all 16 in the state of Delaware. In the state of Maryland that day, 38 are up for grabs. Donald Trump, in our estimate, gets 32 of those. Pennsylvania, a big state, 17 total. Trump takes all 17 delegates on Pennsylvania. On May 3rd, Indiana has 57 delegates up for grabs. Ted Cruz is expected to win. Statewide, if you win above 50%, you could get 30 delegates of the 57, but the rest are done by congressional district proportional. We give Donald Trump 12 out of those. May 10th, Nebraska, 36 total, also expected to be a Ted Cruz win. All of those going that way, no change to the Trump delegates. West Virginia, 34 delegates up. Donald Trump gets 24 of those delegates in our estimate. In late May, May 17th, Oregon has 28. Now, that's a proportional state, so it favors Donald Trump. 11 delegates going to him as he continues to add up. May 24th, Washington has 44 delegates up for grabs. It's proportional also. It favors Ted Cruz. We give 16 delegates to Donald Trump. Then the final day of contest, the big one, June 7th, first Montana, 27 delegates up. It favors Ted Cruz. No change in delegates here. South Dakota also favors Cruz. Again, no change there. And then we have New Mexico, 24. This is an allocation that's proportional. Trump, in our estimate, gets 10 of those delegates. The big prize, California, 172 delegates up that day. We give Donald Trump 103 of those. And then New Jersey is winner take all, total of 51 delegates, all 51 to Donald Trump. You see, he has 1,169. Not enough, obviously, for the majority, 1,237. So that means that he needs 68 delegates to get over the top on the first ballot, get the majority of 1237. Now let's talk about the delegates. There are 2,472 total delegates to the Republican National Convention. More than 150 of those will be unbound. In other words, they're free agents on the first ballot in Cleveland. So they could vote for anyone. They're not bound to vote for anyone. The date of the California and the other contests, the last primaries, June 7th. The start of the Republican National Convention in Cleveland, July 18th. That means there are 41 days for Donald Trump and his campaign to convince 68 of the more than 150 unbound delegates to sign on to vote for him on the first ballot, to get him to 1237. That is one way he gets there in this projection. Obviously, if he doesn't, Cleveland becomes a different story. Ted Cruz and John Kasich are banking on that.